All of our morning coffees are available on our streaming channel, RogerRaglandChannel.com. So if you miss any of them or haven't missed any of them, you can bounce over there and listen to every one I've ever done over the last few years, you know. But the series of talks that we're doing right now involve maybe hunting on fence lines or hunting small properties, even big properties, giving you some common sense, something to think about to help you become a more successful deer hunter this coming fall, all right? And my phone rang. It's been a few years now. My phone rang, and it was a local hunter. I don't remember his name. And he said, "Hey, so-and-so, I'm from Coweta." "Oh, right here." So, of course, I was thinking, how'd he get my phone number? The co-op probably gave it to him, and that's fine. That's fine. I said, "Hey, how you doing?" "Yeah." And he goes, "Hey, I just drew a permit to hunt Optima Refuge." So, "Oh, you did?" Now, you know, most states, I suppose, have special drawings for wildlife management areas and for refuges, or and some of them they're not created equal. In Oklahoma, the Optima Refuge permit, highly desired permit. I'll bet you, I don't tell how many thousands of guys put in for that, and there's only a handful of permits available. Optima is a wildlife management area out in the panhandle of Oklahoma, about a 7-hour drive from Tulsa, just east of Guymon, Oklahoma, out in the panhandle. Big open country, about 8,000 acres, but about half of it is the refuge. half of it's public hunting, but the other half is the refuge. Only a handful of people get to hunt the refuge on this special drawing, and he'd been drawn. He said, "This weekend," I remember this was in October, he said, "This weekend is the weekend that's open for me to go out there and look it over." He said, "Man," he goes, and it is, it's a 7-hour drive. And I could tell by talking to him, he wasn't real crazy about having to drive all the way out there. And I said, "Well," and I don't remember, I think there were 18 or 20 other people had drawn. I said, "I'll tell you what I would do." I said, "Are you calling me for advice?" Yeah. I said, "Well, I'm going to tell you. Now, I've driven by it dozens of times, driven right by it, right off the highway. There it is, dozens of times over the years, but I've never been actually on it." I said, "So I haven't been on the refuge or the management area." I said, "But here's what I'd do." I said, "I don't think I'd drive 7 hours and spend it, you get Saturday, you get one day to go out there." I said, "You'll have to drive half the night to get over there." And then I said, "I don't think I'd do that." I said, "I'll tell you what I would do. If I were you, I'd let the other guys, however many there are, go over there and stomp around and whatever the rules and regulations are, I said, and I would just wait and 2-day hunt, Saturday and Sunday, at the first part of November. I said, I just drive over there Friday after work or whatever, and get me a motel room. I'd drive down there to the gate, wherever they allow you to park, and I'd just wait. I'd wait until the sun come up. I'd wait until the sun, and then I would just walk along the outside perimeter of the fence. Carry me a little chair. I don't think we didn't have trauma chairs, but I'd carry a trauma chair. I'd take a little old fold-out chair with me, and I'd go along the outside perimeter of that refuge and get out there in an open spot where you could see, because it's big open country. I said, I'd get out, and I'd sit down there, and that's where I'd spend the day. I'd take me a little something to snack on, something to drink, and that's what I'd do. I said, if I moved, I'd move maybe 100 yards down a little bit where I could see. I said, but I'd see where I could see a long ways and shoot a long ways, and that's what I do, and that's what I do both Saturday and Sunday. Oh, you think? I said, I'm just telling you. You asked me. I said, I'm just telling you what I would do. Okay, well, thanks, Mr. Ragland. I said, let me know how you did. Okay. I didn't hear from him. It was our first year. Hunting season's over with, and I had kept his number. I thought, So I called him. I said, hey, this is Roger. Oh, yeah. I said, I just called to see how your hunt went. He goes, oh, I didn't shoot nothing. Oh, you didn't? No, I didn't go out there and look either. He goes, I went out and went in there on Saturday morning. He said, and I got back down off in and he was there was a little creek drainage there, and I walked. He goes, I only ran into a couple of other hunters, and he He said, I didn't shoot nothing. I said, well, that's too bad, you know. He goes, boy, there was a big one shot though. I said, there was? He goes, yeah. I mean, a giant. I don't know what it was, but he said a giant. He goes, he was a giant. Well, it went on and on and on. He said, you know where that guy killed that deer? I said, no, no. How would I know? No. He goes, he was on the outside perimeter up against the fence line, way up out there in the wide open. He goes, that buck come out running out of the timber, and he shot him at like 50, 60, real close. Buck run right to him. I said, look, I gotta go. I'll talk to you later, and I was hung up. I don't know why it would make me mad, but it made me mad. I thought, you know, if you'd listened to me, that could have been you. You know, if you'd have listened to me, you know, it just makes sense. You know, you get a bunch of people down in some area and some company, you know, they're pushing and moving the deer. You know where the deer are gonna go? They're gonna go somewhere else. Get out there on the fence line. Get out there on the fence line, and they're going to go over there where they think they're not being bothered. If they get bothered over there, they'll come back over on the other side. If you're on the fence line, you got both. You get the best of both worlds. You get them coming and going. Only thing you got to do if you're sitting on the fence line, you know, if you don't have permission on that side, wait till they jump over on your side. Because the buck you shoot may be like this, you know. That'd be okay, wouldn't it? But the buck you shoot, he might have been on your side the night before and jumped over there, you know. That deer don't belong to them, all right? That deer does not belong to them. I don't care if he has lived 7 years, his entire existence on that side of the fence. That one day he decided to jump over on your side, that deer belongs to whatever state you're hunting in. That's who that deer belongs to. Hunting fence lines can be a powerful tool for you to fill your tag on maybe the biggest buck. Now that guy, you know, I don't know, was that his deer? I don't know, you know, but he should have done what I told him. He should have done what I suggested him to do. When all else fails, you know, get out there on the outside perimeter, get out there on a fence line. Good things can happen. Well, it might be slow, but it might not be slow. It might be, that may be where all the action is. They're going over there, then they're coming back over here. They're going over there, they're coming. Only thing you got to do is just make a good shot once they're on your side of the fence. I hope you're enjoying this series. The series is going to continue. Our next morning coffee will be coming up here in a day or so. Have a good one.